Fellow loved ones, it's your girl TJ Sykes, and I am a channel of the Divine Oneness and also a quantum healer and soul embodiment advocate. And today we're doing just a little quick Q&A, and Yeshua has a message. I am a channel again of the Divine Oneness, so at any time I could be channeling any of the ascended masters that I work with, angels, and other high vibrational benevolent beings of light. Okay, so I channel in different ways, and I can channel, just through mouth, which I tend to typically not do on video. I have done it before, but typically I'll do automatic writing with my channeling as I am getting the messages in. The words are coming out of my mouth, but I'm also either typing or writing. There are other ways that I channel, and a lot of you probably have various ways to channel as well. Anyway, I want to get into this Q&A, and my question to Yeshua was, what is the biggest burning question that the people who are going to be seeing this video have? Like the majority of the people that see this video are going to be sent to this video because it is divine timing for them to hear this message. And the answer was, are they truly enough and worthy of the mission that's before them? And if so, how are they to proceed with carrying out the mission? And the answer was, Yeshua says, you are beyond enough for any mission that is before you because your soul has already assigned itself to it. You are in human form, but you have to understand that you are beyond human. You must understand your depth in order to proceed with the mission that your soul has signed up for and put before you in this life. You first have to understand that you are the source of all that is, was, and ever will be in a human suit. So, in other words, God is experiencing this life through your lens. God chose this avatar by way of your soul. You chose this avatar to walk on this planet and experience this life as the source. It's as the fractal of the source. What that means for you is that you can be confident in that aspect of yourself to carry out any mission that is before you in a space of love, kindness, understanding, and efficiency. There's nothing to ponder over or to fear when you express in that part of yourself. This is all you need to keep in mind whenever you begin to doubt the truth of who you are in this life and all others that you may have chosen to experience. So, in other words, anytime we have doubts, all you have to do is remember that there's more to you than meets the eye. You are a God spark, and so you would flow into that portion, that part of yourself, and remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. The Christians out there, you know the stuff. You know the words. It's the same thing. And that's the thing, when people fuss and argue over like organized religion and spirituality, I completely understand it, and in many ways I agree with a lot of the things, because there is some dogma around organized religion. At the same time, there is beauty and there is truth in a lot of the things there, and a lot of times all it is us wanting the same thing and getting to the same destination, just through different paths. Okay. All right, let me finish this. Okay, so, and Yeshua says, this is only an experience for you to develop your soul gifts. You are here to sharpen and to observe yourself in the reflection of your friends, family, loved ones, and people that you don't even know, or even people you know who do not know you. For example, celebrities. Okay, these people are put before us on the screens and through music and things like that. It's so that they can reflect back to us. That's what we do. We reflect back to each other possibilities, contrast. Okay, I might do something or say something that you don't like or agree with, and you get to choose, well, I prefer this versus this. and vice versa. Or you get to choose, I really like that. I'm going to like look further and deeper into that. This has kind of got me curious, and it's something I can kind of sink my teeth into and do more research and have fun going down that rabbit hole. And then on and on and on with all the other stuff, okay? And so my question to Yeshua was, are there any practical tips on how one should get started? And how do we know what our mission is? The answer, the practical advice would be to focus more on the things that make you happy, light you up, laugh, feel excitement, and joy. Be sure to notice how things evolve the more you put this simple practice in place. You may become more clear about what the mission is for you. And note that the mission isn't always something big or extravagant or over the top. Most missions are very simple, but they get looked over because the person is looking for something bigger that does not exist. They get looked over because the person doesn't realize that all they really need to do is just be who they are without the mask. The mask is what's keeping you blocked and keeping you small and keeping you unaware of what your soul's path is meant to be. Here in this life, you are to be a diamond in the rough, a diamond who shines ever so brightly when you are in the midst of doing the things that you so truly enjoy. What excites you, for heaven's sake? That tripped me out. What excites you, for heaven's sake? What do you love the most that will bring you the upliftment that you desire in this life that is aligned with the highest good of all? That's really easy and simple. And I have to admit, when this was coming through, I could feel like the power, and like this time I was typing it, and my fingers were going so fast and so hard, and I was like, okay, this is very powerful, and we tend to make things harder than what they need to be. It's not that critical, not that deep. We make things, and this is something that humans really like to do. We're masters at this, making things hard, adding problems where there are none, exaggerating small things into big things, making them even worse, creating an anxiety for ourselves, and even creating depression for ourselves because we have a tendency to get in our own way just by making it hard. And so what this says to me is, if I'm doing the things that light me up and bring joy, that are fun and exciting at every step of the day, even if it's something as simple as, ooh, I want to open mail. You know, some people get satisfaction. They get their mail opener, or whatever you call it, envelope opener, and they like to do that. You know, that might give somebody some excitement. Turning on some fairy lights, that might give you excitement in that moment. And so what happens is, when you continue to do that, and I always talk about the power of tens, meaning the number 10 raises the vibration. And the more you do that, the more you will experience more of those higher vibrational frequency experiences and outcomes and things that resonate with that level of frequency. And this basically is saying the same thing. So your mission is to be the light. Your mission is to be the beacon of light that you seek. Your mission is to also be that reflection to other people as the light that you seek. And whatever that is in your area of life or the world, what is that for you? You know, some people love to watch TV and watch classic films. It may be something as simple as that. It may change to something else. The bottom line here is, we are meant to be reflections of what's possible, but in a good and loving way. All right, so if you're watching this, this is for you specifically. On a soul level, your soul wanted you to see this. Until the next time, live simply and be kind.